Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about preparing to leave the Jehovah Witness organization. What are some things that you can do to prepare to leave? Keep in mind that leaving the Jehovah organization may not take place automatically. You may need to have a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan, a 9-month plan, or even a year plan, a 12-month plan, in order to actually leave the organization. But what are some things that we can do or you can do to prepare yourself for this transition? One thing is, I'm going to provide a scenario. Let's say that you are currently a auxiliary pioneer or ministerial servant and you work part-time, but you live at home with your parents. So now you decided to leave the Jehovah Witness organization. In this scenario, if you decide to leave the organization that altogether, you may be asked to leave your home, your family home. If that's the case, what will you do? What is there to do? What is your plan? So, a couple of suggestions. If you're working part time, you may need to find full time employment or a second part time job. In the scenario, if you're asked to leave your family home, you would need to locate or find additional housing or find new housing. Where would that be? Would it be in the same community that you currently live in? Would it be in another community? Do you prefer to have a roommate, or do you prefer to live independently or alone? What does that cost? So, seeking better employment or establishing secure employment is a must. Perhaps it may not, you may, as you're looking for better employment, you may can take training classes to improve your skills to become more marketable and to increase your pay. Currently, if you maybe, let's say you do not have a vehicle, but if you're anticipating to leave the family home, if that should happen, would you have reliable transportation? If that means you don't have a vehicle, do you need a driver's license? Do you need to take driver education courses to obtain your driver's license? Do you need to save up to begin taking driver's ed courses? Do you need to save for a vehicle? These are some of the things that you may want to think about. If you decided where you want to live, let's say you want to move to another community, how is the transportation? What mode of transportation are you expecting to take? Would it be the mass transit, maybe the subway system, maybe the bus? How reliable are those? Will that work for you? This again something to think about. So I do want to get a little personal here and share a little bit more about my experience when I finally left the Jehovah Witness organization. When I left the organization, I had my employment secured. I had a place to stay that wasn't in jeopardy, as well as a vehicle. So those three things I was able to check off prior to me leaving the organization finally. However, I never anticipated the emotional impact of leaving the organization. Again, I left behind the community that have known for so long, I have been a part of. But what I found to be helpful is to join groups. Online, there is a online meetup group. It's called, I think it's meetup.com. And it's all across the country, United States. I'm not sure in other parts of the world. Well, on this online site, they have a host of volunteer as well as hobby or interest type activities. I enjoy hiking. I enjoy volunteering. So those are some of the highlights that I participate on this site. I also enjoy traveling and again volunteering. It could be something for you. Perhaps you enjoy going to the gym. If so, join a class to meet new people. I mentioned before, I'm a part of meetup.com. A couple of those special interest groups there are hobbies. This is a great opportunity to meet new people and to establish new relationships. Because just keep in mind, if you're leaving the organization under the scenario I provided, you may be leaving your family home. You may be leaving your entire community, your friends. If you're living on your own, you would need to replace that time that you will normally spend in the ministry or at the Kingdom Hall or with those individuals. I'm pretty sure that no one really want to stay in the house isolated. You want to begin to establish a new lifestyle for yourself, a new community, a network for yourself. So these are some of the things that has helped me. Um, I'm not saying it will be easy, um, but you can lessen the load, so to speak. So again, having securing employment, maybe taking a training class or a training course or apprentice type training to become more marketable, determining where you want to live and the cost of living, establishing a budget which you can afford and within what is within your means, joining, establishing your network, joining groups. Perhaps at the gym, there are training, there are classes at the gym where you can meet new people. There are different volunteer organizations almost everywhere. As well as when you begin working, you will meet, new people, co-workers and peers that you may can establish relationships or comfortable relationships with, at least in the beginning. So I hope this helps someone. Until next time, take care.